Welcome back, everyone. Is Title IX being taken to new extremes? The president wants to expand it from sports, apparently, to academics. But the law was created when only 44% of college students were women. Now they're the majority. So do women need the extra help with certain careers? Joining me now is a senior attorney at Competitive Enterprise Institute, Hans Bader. Hans used to work at the Office for Civil Rights, the agency that administers the Title IX regulation. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So let's talk about what you believe the Obama administration wants to do with regard to Title IX. We know that that applies to sports at schools, girls and boys, equal access. What do you believe they're going to do with regard to degrees?
They're going to come up with new rules, and the rules will encourage schools to either engage in affirmative action or conceivably even impose quotas that may restrict the enrollment of male students in certain math, science, or engineering programs.
So let's take a look at the gender factor with regard to who earns what degree. So first, let's see what women typically earn more degrees in psychology, agricultural science, biological science, chemistry, social sciences, men, engineering, computer science, and physics. So what is your concern, Hans, that men will not be accepted into some of those programs on the right to make more room for women?
If they followed the model of the Title IX sports rules, they would have to cap men's participation, or they would have to do things which were even more costly and impractical, because under existing Title IX sports rules, a school can either have a quota for sports teams, or it can do things that are even more impractical and don't work on the long haul, like perpetually increasing the number of female athletes, or showing that it has met every last drop of interest in the underrepresented gender in intercollegiate sports. So as a practical matter, colleges use quotas in intercollegiate sports and in allocating opportunities among all male and all female sports teams. I don't think they should do that to math and science, because in math and science there aren't all male and all female classes. There's no need to use a quota to divide up opportunities evenly between all male and all female teams when you're talking about math and science. You can just use gender-blind admissions. And the current system isn't broken. The fact that there are more women in psychology and biology and more men in physics and computer science is a function of men's and women's differing average level of interest. There's a mountain of social science research going back 100 years from many universities showing that there are differences in average levels of interest, and that men tend to be more interested in inanimate objects and systems like electrical engineering and computer science, and women tend to be more interested in organic subjects like people, plants, animals, biology, psychology.
Well, there may be those gender differences, but there also could be an argument that the more and more women who are exposed to math and science earlier on in their education might actually choose those careers later on as well. I got to wrap it up there. Hans Bader, thank you so much for your thoughts this morning.